I feel like there's been a constant theme in my life of disappointing my parents.
We all do.
In the best, I would say in the best way, but
Yes.
my parents invested a lot in my sports career. My dad wanted me to play basketball. I was really good at it. I went to a very academic school, and I am not this. I mean, God gave me pretty eyes and dyslexia. Like, I am not. You didn't give me both. But I played sports really well, and I think the school was really wanting me to continue in their sports program. After 8th grade, I said, I want to do this. I want to act. And I think everybody was pushing me to continue to stay in the sports direction. And I didn't want to do that.
You don't want to do that.
No. So I was just auditioning for every play. I entered into Shakespeare competitions. I just, anything that I can get my hands on.
So you finished high school, and then you went to college. You went to USC.
For 1 minute.
So tell me about that, because, obviously it was nothing to do with acting.
I went to USC first out of high school because that was what I was supposed to do. You're supposed to go to high school and then go to college, and my dad wanted me to study business. And I spent maybe 6 weeks at college, and I just said, this is not for me. I didn't know what I wanted to study. I was having a hard time making friends. I said to my parents, hey, I'm not going to college. Like, I don't want to do this. I want to be a stand-up comedian. My parents looked at me and they said, you're making the biggest mistake of your life. And there was an understanding that if I continued with college, that I would be supported enough where I could financially kind of be okay, where I didn't have to get a job while studying school. And my parents just said to me, like, if you leave school, you have to figure out how you're going to support yourself and how you're going to make a life for yourself, because we're not going to support this decision for you. If you want to do this with your life, like, you're going to have to be a big girl and figure it out.
So
and I took it as a challenge.
But so interesting, because I understand that, they want to protect you from the business in some ways.
Yeah.
But, that's where their stuff. So, seeing you being like, so much into it and being passionate about it, and, it's interesting that they still didn't kind of, support you in that. But I can understand in some ways, but,
They should have learned from an early age, though, that I was always going to do my own thing. So when I went to kindergarten,
we're going back down there.
We're going way back.
Way back.
They wanted me to go to a new school. I went to the school. I said, I'm not going to this school.
Oh, wow.
And I threw a fit. And my dad put me on top of the garbage cans. He was telling me, he said, Alex, you need to go in there. You need to go do your interview. If you don't go in there, I'm going to give your dog away. And I looked at him and I said, fine. I'm not going in there. My mom looks at my dad and goes, well, what the hell do we do now? So they always knew from a young age that I was really headstrong. When I wanted something, I was either going to do it or not do it. Now, I ended up nailing my interview for kindergarten. I got into the school and I thrived. I was the life of the party at school. But at the time, I was scared. I was going to a new school. I didn't have friends, all the things.
No.
But going back to leaving school and having to just figure it out, I knew I was going to be fine. I'll go get a job. So I waitressed. I worked at a coffee shop. I worked in restaurants. I bartended. I was a bottle service girl at a club. I did every job under the sun to make rent, to support myself. And I started doing stand-up. I was going to acting class. I was going to auditions. I had a manager, and all this felt really, really exciting.